photosynthesis. And मैंने तुम लोगों को सिर्फ डायग्राम से लास्ट टाइम एक्सप्लेन किया था कि exactly what all things are happening. Okay, so today we will just go back and revise once all the steps in a dark reaction of photosynthesis, and after that then we will go to the next topic, that is a photorespiration. Okay, but if at all किसी ने पढ़ा था about Kelvin cycle and कुछ doubts है, please let me know. If you want to ask anything, you can ask right now. Any questions? Anything you did not understand? You want me to repeat or anything? No. तो इसका मतलब मैं क्या समझूं कि कोई पढ़ भी रहा है या everyone is just like just forget this chapter, कुछ फायदा नहीं ये kind of thing. I don't know. See, please read it. I don't want to go back and tell you same thing again and again and again in every lecture. I think, and you all understand this fact, right? So, if you are not having any doubts, we will continue. So, before going ahead, just a small revision, and I want you all to raise your hands to answer the questions. Okay. So, first thing, what is a dark reaction? What is a dark reaction? Hello. Yes, Nikita.
Direct reaction is also known as biochemical reaction, which is independent of light.
Okay, and what happens in this particular reaction? Why it is happening? Yeah, you are right. It is independent of light, that is correct. But what is happening during this reaction? What is getting converted to what? डार्क रिएक्शन का प्रोडक्ट क्या बनेगा? या शरण
ग्लूकोज
कैसे बनेगा?
कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड और राइबुलोस साइक्लिक रिएक्शन में जाके ग्लूकोज बन।
Okay, तेरा आवाज बीच में ही ब्रेक हुआ है, but ठीक है, no issues. So something that you all said, okay, there is a glucose is getting generated, मतलब glucose बन रहा है. Yeah, that is the correct thing. And it is independent of light. That's why it is called as dark reaction. Okay. So, what is the location? कहाँ पे होता है dark reaction? Come on, yeah. Now this is such a simple question. और फिर भी सिर्फ दो लोग अगर हाथ उठा रहे तो मतलब या प्रणय. Yes, प्रणय. Okay, stroma. That's correct. So dark reaction takes place in a stroma of a chloroplast. And what is the location of light reaction? Yes, Nikita.
Grana.
Yeah. So light reaction takes place in a grana and dark reaction takes place in a stroma. So who was the scientist, I would say, who studied this particular reaction first time? कौन थे वो लोग? And what was the experimental material they had used for this particular study? Yes, Mayuresh, tell me, what is why who was the one who studied the Kelvin cycle सबसे पहले?
Sir, Calvin and Benson.
Yeah, it was Kelvin and Benson along with their co-workers. So they were the first who actually started studying how the carbon dioxide is getting fixed during the process of photosynthesis. And what was the experimental organism? किस पे काम किया था उन्होंने? अनुज, टेल मी, क्या ऑर्गेनिज्म था जिससे उन्होंने स्टडी किया था कि डार्क रिएक्शन होता है? Yes, Sharon.
Chlorella.
Yeah, it was chlorella. And what is chlorella?
Green algae.
Yeah, very good. So it is a green algae which they had used for the study of dark cycle. So the Kelvin cycle, which is a part of dark reaction. Okay. Next, उसके बाद हम लोगों ने एक complete बड़ा सा cycle study किया था. I know it was so difficult to digest, but still. So what were the three important steps in this particular dark reaction? Ajinkya? What are the major steps in dark reaction? अजिंक्य काय आहेत त्या तीन रिएक्शन? मनाली? आपण तीन रिएक्शन लास्ट टाइम शिकलो होतो. The entire cycle I understand खूप मोठं होतं, but I had tried to break it into three parts. So what were the three parts? First, second, third. काय होतं? And okay. Yes, Nikita.
Carboxylation, glycolytic reversal, and regeneration of RUBP.
Very good. So there are three important steps happening: carboxylation, glycolytic reversal, and regeneration of glucose. Okay, so these are three important reactions which are happening during dark reaction, and they make sure that the cycle will continue, and whatever material is actually getting used up during the reaction will be regenerated at the end of the cycle, and it will be ready for the next cycle of a reaction. Okay. After that, one last question: why do you think that this particular Kelvin cycle is also called as C3 cycle? Yeah. Yes, Kushi, tell me. You just joined, right? So tell me why it is called, why Kelvin cycle is called as C3 cycle. Kushi batch 3. Yeah, sorry Manali, but I could not hear you. Maybe some network issues from your side, but that's fine. And Kushi is not answering again. So okay. Sharon, बताओ why it is called as C3 cycle.
First byproduct obtained is carbon 3.
हाँ बाय प्रोडक्ट नहीं बता. बाय प्रोडक्ट कैसे क्या क्या बाय प्रोडक्ट. फर्स्ट
प्रोडक्ट पहला जो
हाँ तो उसको प्रोडक्ट बोलते हैं, नॉट बाय प्रोडक्ट. बाय प्रोडक्ट का मतलब क्या होता है? समथिंग जो साइड बाय साइड फॉर्म होते जाता है. वी आर नॉट रियली इंटरेस्टेड इन बाय प्रोडक्ट्स राइट नाउ. वी आर इंटरेस्टेड इन मेन प्रोडक्ट. तो जो फर्स्ट स्टेबल प्रोडक्ट ऑफ Kelvin cycle is
C3 है, कार्बन है.
yeah वो 3 कार्बन है, and that's why it is called as C3 cycle. And कौन सा कंपाउंड है वो या कौन सा कंपोनेंट है वो?
Phosphoglycerate.
Yeah, phosphoglycerate. Very good. So it is 3 phosphoglycerate, which is a 3 carbon compound which is formed सबसे पहले in a Kelvin cycle, and that's why it is called as C3 cycle. Okay, so I hope you all could just refresh, reiterate, recollect जो भी हमने last lecture में किया था. So with this we are moving ahead, and I will just give you again the basic information about all the three reactions जो निकिता ने already हम लोग को बताए हैं. That is carboxylation, glycolytic reversal, and regeneration. Okay, so what happens in carboxylation? You tell me. What happens in carboxylation? जनता सुनो अभी बहुत अच्छे से, जो लोग सो रहे हैं वो भी उठ के सुनो. In the next lecture there will be again a revision session, and at that time तुम लोग का ये जो चल रहा है, that not replying to messages, like not replying to the questions, शांत बैठ रहना, even like you are not even saying yes, no, there's someone is taking your name and you are just ignoring it like a मुझे क्या ही फर्क पड़ता है वाला नेचर से. I don't know, maybe it's not the way you wanted to portray it, but that's how it is reflected towards you. So next time onwards अगर question का आंसर नहीं किया, there will be some kind of penalty you have to accept basically. तो वो क्या penalty होगा, कैसे होगा, वो तो वहीं पे surprise मिल जाएगा. But I'm just giving a kind of warning come suggestion come advice. So take it as a warning, suggestion or advice. I really don't care about that thing. I just want answers from you all. And why you all are not reading, I don't have any idea. What is your mindset currently? I have no idea. बट वन थिंग जो मैंने पहले भी बोला था एंड आई एम रिपीटिंग इट अगेन एट दिस मोमेंट, हम लोग ऑलमोस्ट हाफ चैप्टर कंप्लीट कर चुके हैं, दैट दिस इज वन ऑफ द वेरी 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 इंपॉर्टेंट चैप्टर। एंड ऐसे ही यस एट लास्ट मोमेंट कर लेंगे, पढ़ लेंगे, रट लेंगे वाला नेचर इस चैप्टर के लिए लागू नहीं होता है। सो आई एम टेलिंग यू दिस फ्रॉम माय साइड, फ्रॉम माय एक्सपीरियंस। आगे क्या करना है, कैसे करना, दैट इज योर कॉल, बट आई थिंक it's just a kind of wake up call for you all, because this is really I'm not understanding कि क्या मतलब सिर्फ दो ही लोगों ने like कि they have taken the charge कि हम लोग ही आंसर करेंगे और बाकी लोग you can just sleep happily, right? So have some kind of मतलब बोलते ना, I don't want to use any word right now, but okay, I hope सबको भावनाएं पहुंच गई है कि मैं क्या बोलना चाहता हूँ और क्यों बोलना चाहता हूँ। So I hope that now onwards I will not get this kind of response, because I know this is not the class, right? In the previous classes you all were really good, और अभी I don't know what has happened, या फिर तुम लोग का वो typical no exam zone चालू हुआ है and that's why you're ignoring, whatever the case is, but ये नहीं चलेगा, that's what I want to tell you, okay? So never mind, I am continuing from my side, but this is not correct. So in case of the first reaction or a first process, in case of a Kelvin cycle is a carboxylation. As I had already explained you, what happens in carboxylation? The carbon dioxide from the atmosphere is taken up by the plants, and it is then combined with the 5-carbon compound, that is a ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate, which is also known as RUBP in a short form. Okay, now once this 5-carbon compound and the carbon dioxide combine, it forms a 6-carbon unstable product, which is an intermediate product, and this particular reaction is actually catalyzed by the enzyme known as RUBP carboxylase, or also known as Rubisco. Very important, because Rubisco is one of the most abundant enzyme on earth. Okay, this is can be also MCQ question. What is Rubisco? Rubisco is RUBP carboxylase, which catalyzes the reaction where carbon dioxide combines with the RUBP. Okay, so इसका जॉब क्या है? इट इज एक्चुअली ब्रेकिंग डाउन द इंटरमीडिएट प्रोडक्ट जो होता है उसको बाद में ये फर्दर कन्वर्ट करता है इनटू टू इंपॉर्टेंट मॉलिक्यूल्स ऑफ phosphoglycerate, which is the first stable compound of this particular reaction, and that's why it is called as C3 cycle. As I mentioned, it is the largest protein molecule and comprises of around 16% of the chloroplast protein. It is one of the most abundant eukaryotic protein which is present on Earth. And it is very very important enzyme, because based on the enzyme activity the entire process changes. So that's why RUBP carboxylase is something which can actually behave as a deciding factor कि आगे करना है प्रोसेस या नहीं करना है। अगर RUBP carboxylase inactivate है कुछ नहीं होगा आगे, because the reaction needs to be catalyzed by this particular enzyme known as Rubisco. Once this particular first stable compound is formed, then we have to move ahead with the second part of a reaction known as glycolytic reversal, or you can also call it as a reduction step of the Kelvin cycle. What happened in this particular reaction? So we already had a molecules of phosphoglycerate, right? So these particular molecules are then further processed, okay, and they will be forming 1,3-diphosphoglyceric acid or 1,3-diphosphoglycerate. But how it is carried out? It is done by the process of phosphorylation, जहाँ पे फर्स्ट कार्बन पे एक नया phosphorus group ऐड किया जाता है. How? By using the ATP molecules. Okay, we all know whenever there is requirement of a requirement of a phosphorus group, ATP is the one who will be coming up for the as a savior. So ATP आएगा, phosphorus group देगा, and it will itself get formed as a ADP, that is the adenosine diphosphate. ओके एक बार ये जो 1,3 डाइपीजीए बन गया, it will then further undergo reaction known as reduction reaction, जहाँ पे this particular acid is reduced to glyceraldehyde. Okay, glyceraldehyde मतलब it is, we all know. So if I am having alcohol and I'm oxidizing alcohol, what will we get formed after that? The next thing,
hydrogen,
sorry,
hydrogen,
नहीं वैसे नहीं. So alcohol is one functional group, right? Hydroxy group. हाइड्रोक्सिल ग्रुप को अगर मैंने ऑक्सीडाइज किया तो व्हाट विल बी द नेक्स्ट प्रोडक्ट फॉर्मिंग इन द पर्टिकुलर रिएक्शन? तुम लोग को ये हुआ है क्या, लाइक केमिस्ट्री में हाउ यू मॉडिफाई द फंक्शनल ग्रुप विद डिफरेंट केमिकल रिएक्शंस? अगर आई थिंक नहीं हुआ है, सो आई एम जस्ट गिविंग यू आइडिया यहाँ पे. सो हाइड्रोक्सिल OH group, okay, it can be oxidized to aldehyde group. So aldehyde, or I will say carbonyl functional group. So when I say carbonyl functional group, which functional groups are involved under carbonyl?
C double bond O.
C double bond O. तो ये कहाँ कौन कौन से functional groups में रहता है?
कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड में,
कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड या और
अल्डिहाइड
या और
कीटोन,
या वेरी गुड. सो these are three important of which generally हम लोग कार्बोक्सिलिक सॉरी एसिड को फॉर्म ऑफ कीटोसाइड, बट हम लोग कीटोन और अल्डिहाइड को कंसीडर करते हैं एज अ कार्बोनिल फंक्शनल ग्रुप बिकॉज़ दे हैव दिस टिपिकल कार्बोनिल कार्बन एटम. So this particular hydroxyl group dash OH, अगर वो प्राइमरी, आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज प्राइमरी अल्कोहल, व्हाट इज सेकेंडरी अल्कोहल. अगर ये प्राइमरी कंपाउंड रहेगा तो इट विल गेट ऑक्सीडाइज्ड टू aldehyde, और अगर ये सेकेंडरी रहेगा इट विल गेट ऑक्सीडाइज्ड टू कीटोन. और वो both of them generally go ahead with oxidation process. अगर हमने कंटिन्यू किया तो इट विल फॉर्म एसिड एट द फाइनल प्रोडक्ट. ओके, तो यहाँ पे भी काइंड ऑफ सिमिलर रिएक्शन हो रहा है कि जो हम लोग का एसिड था ना, हम लोग उल्टा करें ना, लाइक वी आर नॉट गोइंग इन अ स्ट्रेट वे, वी आर डूइंग अ रिवर्स रिएक्शन. तो जो भी हम लोग का फॉस्फोग्लिसरेट था 1,3 डाइफॉस्फोग्लिसरिक एसिड, that will now get reduced to form aldehyde, which is a glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate molecules. और ये रिडक्शन कैसे हो रहा है? It is happening by a molecules known as NADPH, which we had got from light reaction of photosynthesis. Now tell me, which part of light reaction actually generates this NADPH?
non-cyclic phosphorus.
Very good. It is non-cyclic photophosphorylation which provides us with this particular NADPH molecules, and which will be used for reduction reaction in the Calvin cycle. Now, as I mentioned earlier also, कि एक cyclic process, right? और हम लोग को बहुत सारा कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड फिक्स करना है. It's not like कि अरे आज के दिन के लिए 4 molecules कर, 5 molecules कर. No, it's like abundance में होता है कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड in air. तो उसका बैलेंस रखना इज इम्पोर्टेंट. द मोमेंट यू ना वो बैलेंस उसका मिस आउट कर रहे हो तुम लोग, देन इट बिकम्स अ प्रॉब्लम. सो हाउ इट इज एक्चुअली कंट्रोल्ड और इट इज रेगुलेटेड? सो द केल्विन साइकिल हैपेंस कंटिन्यूअसली. इट इज एक्चुअली हैपनिंग कंटिन्यूअसली बिकॉज़ इट इज एनीवे लाइट इंडिपेंडेंट रिएक्शन. तो यहाँ पे उसका कंट्रोलिंग फैक्टर is not really a light as such, but only the concentration of carbon dioxide. Okay, so that is one point कि कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड सफिशिएंट अमाउंट होना चाहिए. एंड सेकेंडली जो उसका एक्सेप्टर मॉलिक्यूल है, सो इफ यू हैव सीन अ रिएक्शन, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड जैसे एंटर मारता है इन द पर्टिकुलर साइकिल, it is actually combining with what? It is combining with the first 5 carbon sugar, that is the RUBP, ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate. Okay, and this particular thing then continue and they will form this particular 6 molecular compound and all further processes. Okay, but what is important that we need to have a sufficient concentration of the RUBP in a particular system. Okay, so it was observed that this RUBP does needs to be regenerated. नहीं तो हम लोग मतलब प्लांट एग्जॉस्ट हो जाएगा, कितना वो अपनी तरफ से देता रहेगा, बिकॉज the rate of carbon dioxide fixation is quite faster than the rate of regeneration of the RUBP. Okay, so it's not like कि एक ही बार मैंने सब RUBP मेरे पास जितना भी दिया था मैंने दे दिया, now I have to wait till the further will get regenerated और मेरा body से खुद से produce करता रहेगा. It is kind of a long process. Okay, so that's why we have to regenerate the RUBPs whichever which we are using up during the reaction. Okay, so if you have seen the pathway on your book, वहां पे क्या हो रहा था, मैंने बोला था कि केल्विन साइकिल कितने बार हो रहा था. If you remember, how many times the Kelvin cycle happens to produce one molecule of glucose? Yeah, it is happening 6 times. Okay, every time मैंने बोला भी था कि अगर एक ही बार होगा तो हम लोग को रिजनरेशन और सिंथेसिस ऑफ ग्लूकोज दोनों एक साथ नहीं हो पाएगा, बिकॉज ग्लूकोज 6 मॉलिक्यूल है, आरयूबीपी 5 मॉलिक्यूल और 5 का सॉरी ग्लूकोज 6 कार्बन का है, आरयूबीपी 5 कार्बन का है, 11 कार्बन अपने पास होने चाहिए एट दैट मोमेंट. तो वैसा हो नहीं रहा. दैट्स व्हाई द केल्विन साइकिल नीड्स टू बी carried out multiple times to get sufficient amount of carbon that will be then giving us the final product. So as he has correctly said, carbon dioxide Kelvin cycle is happening at 6 times in a particular ways to generate one molecule of glucose. During these 6 times, there are total 12 molecules of 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde which are generated. Okay, now ये जो 12 molecules generate हो रहे because of 6 cycles of Kelvin cycle. Now they will be divided into 2 parts. तो जो 12 molecules के उसको हम लोग divide करते हैं 2 parts में, one is 2 and 10. तो जो 2 molecules of PGAL है that will be then used up for the synthesis of the glucose molecule. However, the 10 molecules which are there remaining in a reaction or a system, those will be used up for regeneration of 6 molecules of RUBP. So ultimately हम लोग के पास कितने molecules of glucose और कितने molecules of RUBP आने वाले हैं? 1 molecule of glucose and 6 molecule of RUBP. Okay, I hope this is clear till now. If you are still facing any problem or you are not understanding, just let me know. Okay, so ultimately you are getting 6. I'm just going a bit not in detail because I hope that you understood in the last lecture. So still, if you are not clear, just ask me. Okay, so that is what actually happening in a particular glycotic reversal part. Now the third part of the third and I would say the final reaction of a Kelvin cycle is a regeneration. जैसे कि मैंने बोला कि जो 12 फॉस्फोग्लिसराल्डिहाइड थे, 2 तो हमने यूटिलाइज कर लिए to generate glucose, जो 10 बचे हैं that will be going under regeneration of 6 molecules of RUBP. Okay, using how many ATPs? So since it is happening 6 times, so 6 ATPs are actually taken up during the reaction. Okay, and during this entire process, ये जो 12 molecules में से 10 molecules हमने यूज करने वाले हैं और to regenerate the RUBP at the end, so that we can again use it for the next cycle of the Kelvin. What is happening? There are multiple intermediate steps which are involved. So when I say intermediate steps, if you remember, what are the components? Can you just list out 1, 2? I understand याद नहीं रहेगा, but कितने कार्बन के compounds form हो रहे थे during this particular process? Anyone? Any idea? क्या क्या compounds form हुए थे during the regeneration reaction before it forms the RUBP as a final product?
Ribulose phosphate.
Yeah, that is one more. And There was something. Yeah, erythrous phosphate, cellulose phosphate. There are multiple, like 4 carbon, 5 carbon, 7 carbon, ऐसे different compounds form होके finally हमें मिलता है RUMP, ribulose monophosphate. फिर वहाँ पे one more ATP is getting used up to form the final product, that is RUBP. I hope you understand and remember these things. Okay, just check the cycle again. तुम्हारे book में दिया हुआ है, so you will get to know exactly what I am talking about in this particular slide. Okay, once this particular regeneration is happening, they make sure that the system makes sure that whatever ATPs and NADPH are used up, ultimately उसका जो products रहता है, the reduced one, ADP and NADP are then regenerated. Okay, so these particular components are again then sent back to the grana of chloroplast, जहाँ पे they will be then used up for the light reaction. फिर उनको वापस से हम लोग reduce कर NADP को reduce करेंगे, NADPH बनाएंगे, ADP को process करके ATP बनाएंगे, which will give us ATP and NADPH from the light reaction, which will be then again used up during the dark reaction as a source of energy. So in this way, the cycle just continues, and it leads to the carbon dioxide fixation and produces glucose or any carbohydrate at the end. Okay, so just to summarize this particular reaction, हमने कहाँ से start किया था? Carbon dioxide से. हम लोग का whole motto is to fix the carbon dioxide. So it start all from the carbon dioxide. कितने times हो रहा है cycle? 6 times. So that's why 6 molecules of carbon dioxide and 6 molecules of RUBP, they will combine. What will be the enzyme यहाँ पे? Which enzyme is involved?
Rubisco.
Yeah, Rubisco. It's Rubisco. Ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate carboxylase, and the short form is Rubisco. Okay. Once this particular reaction is completed, we get a 6 molecules of unstable 6 carbon intermediate compound, which is then further fluid off into 3 carbon compound known as 3 phosphoglycerates. Now अगर हम लोग 6 molecules 6 carbon compound से 3 carbon compound बनते हैं, तो definitely number of molecules will be double. तो जो हमारे पास 6 molecules थे अभी, तो now it will be 12 molecules of 3 phosphoglyceric acid. It will be further oxidized and we can say phosphorylase using the ATP, and it will form 1,3-diphosphoglyceric acid, which will be then finally reduced by NADPH to form a 12 molecules of 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde, that is 3-PGAL. अभी ये जो 12 molecules थे उसको मैं बोला था कि हमने divide किया था into 2 parts. It's not a uniform but it's uneven distribution. Out of 12, 2 molecules will be taken forward for glucose synthesis and the 10 molecules will be taken for the regeneration of RUBP. And finally, with the generation of 1 molecule of glucose and 10 molecules of RUBP, sorry, 6 molecules of RUBP, the reaction will be completed. Okay, so I hope you can see. So if I want to give you a final one-line reaction of this particular dark reaction, it includes carbon dioxide, 18 molecules of ATP, 12 molecules of NADPH, which will give us a complete glucose, and with the release of H2O, ADP, inorganic phosphates, and NADP plus. Okay, यहाँ पे you have to be very clear that कितने number of ATP और कितने number of NADPH used up हो रहे हैं. So during one complete dark reaction, that is a Kelvin cycle, total 18 ATPs and 12 NADPH are required. Please mark this down because this kind of questions are very common. कि कितने ATPs बनते हैं, कितने NADPH बनते हैं, और या फिर लगते हैं, not बनते हैं. How many are required for completing the Kelvin cycle? I hope it is clear. So just have, so that with this actually we are almost done, or we are done with the dark reaction part of the photosynthesis, that is a Kelvin cycle. Okay, if you are having any doubt till this point, please let me know. Or else I'm giving you some extra work to do. Any question? Anything? Okay, no worries. So अभी हम लोग का एक पर्टिकुलर टास्क आई वुड से इज कंप्लीटेड. हमने क्या स्टार्ट किया था? व्हाट इज फोटोसिंथेसिस, व्हाट आर पिगमेंट्स, व्हाट इज हाउ द एक्साइटेशन इज हैपनिंग, एंड देन उसके बाद exactly the reaction कैसे होता है. So it happens in a two phase, light reaction, dark reaction. Light reaction में there is cyclic photophosphorylation, non cyclic photophosphorylation. Dark reaction में there is a Kelvin cycle, and finally हम लोग को मिलता है glucose, which is a product of dark reaction. Okay, so now with this we have actually finished the main two reactions, but there are always two extra things in a photosynthesis which needs to be focused on. That we will continue now with the next part. Okay, but before going to the next part, that is the photorespiration, I would like to give you some extra work as I mentioned. So you have to note it down. So there are three questions I have written here. Distinguish between light reaction and dark reaction in detail. Whatever smallest to smallest difference, even if you feel, that should be there in your book. Second, draw a diagram explaining how particular chlorophyll a molecule is getting excited. जब भी हम लोग उसको light देते हैं तो वो कैसे excite होता है. So you need to show that कि okay वो ground state में है, वो excited state में है, फिर उसका ionized form कैसे होता है and all. Okay, and finally the last question here, to draw the schematic of cyclic and non-cyclic photophosphorylation. Okay, is it clear? सबने note down कर लिया? Yes, no, हम नहीं करेंगे. Yeah, done or no?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you Nikita.
So,
हाँ शरण.
थर्ड में क्या?
Okay, so in H11 homework 11 जो मैंने दिया है यहाँ पे, you have to draw schematic. मतलब जैसे वो पाथवे रहता है ना कि ओके फोटोसिस्टम 1 से इलेक्ट्रॉन निकल रहा है, फिर वो पहले FRS ले रहा है, फिर FD ले रहा है, फिर देयर आर साइटोक्रोम मॉलिक्यूल्स टेकिंग अप द इलेक्ट्रॉन. तो टिपिकल पाथवे जो हम लोग बोलते हैं उसका स्कीमेटिक मतलब उसका डायग्राम ड्रॉ करने को हम लोग स्कीमेटिक बोलते हैं. यू हैव टू ड्रॉ हाउ साइक्लिक हैपेंस, हाउ नॉन साइक्लिक हैपेंस. ओके, सो दैट इज ऑल अबाउट द थर्ड क्वेश्चन. क्लियर शरण? Yes, thank you. So then let's move ahead with the next part, that is a photorespiration. This is a kind of reaction जो हमेशा associate रहता है with the Kelvin cycle. मतलब सिक्ल साइकिल के साथ हमेशा ये होता ही है. Okay, क्यों और क्या है फिर ये photorespiration? Okay, it is a particular reaction which is considered as a wasteful process. Why wasteful process? Because during this particular reaction, a amount of carbon dioxide is not fixed but just released again back to the environment or atmosphere. Why? Because there are multiple conditions. अगर वो conditions fulfill नहीं हुए तो जिसके मैंने बोला था, there is इम्पोर्टेंट एंजाइम जिसका काम होता है ये ट्रैप करना. सबसे पहले कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को कंबाइनेशन प्रोसेस होता है, कार्बोक्सिलेशन प्रोसेस होता है, वो करना. बट अगर वो नहीं ठीक से हो पाया तो ये प्रॉब्लम होता है. ओके, सो व्हाट आर द कंडीशन जहाँ पे ये पर्टिकुलर फोटो रेस्पिरेशन या फिर वी कैन से वेस्टिंग ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड हो रहा है. सो इट कैन अकर्स अंडर मल्टीपल कंडीशंस. लाइक अगर टेम्परेचर बहुत ज्यादा हाई है, there is a very large amount, like very intense light, bright light, बहुत ज़्यादा light intensity, and there is a high concentration of oxygen and low concentration of carbon dioxide. Now you all know for Kelvin cycle अपना raw material क्या है? It is actually carbon dioxide. So the moment the carbon dioxide का जो concentration है वो कम हो जाता है, the entire system changes its behavior. तो जो रुबिस्को हम लोग का इम्पोर्टेंट एंजाइम था जो एक्चुअली कार्बोक्सिलेशन में हेल्प कर रहा था, जो combined हो रहा था with RUBP and forming some kind of unstable product which was then further producing 3-phosphoglycerate, 1,3-diphosphoglycerate, 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde and so on. So वो नहीं हो पाता. क्यों नहीं हो पाता? Because the Rubisco जो का जो activity है that is actually requires sufficient optimum concentration of carbon dioxide. But as I mentioned, अगर वहां पे कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड ही कम है तो डेफिनेटली ऑक्सीजन का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन थोड़ा ज्यादा रहेगा. एंड अंडर सच कंडीशन रुबिस्को क्या है? व्हाट इज द फुल फॉर्म ऑफ रुबिस्को? कैन यू प्लीज गिव मी फुल फॉर्म ऑफ रुबिस्को? What is the full form of Rubisco? What is Rubisco? Ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate. आगे क्या? What is Rubisco?
Rubisol 1,5-biphosphate carboxylate.
Yeah, very good, Devika. So it is ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate carboxylase, right? तो कार्बोक्सिलेज मतलब वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड के साथ रिएक्ट करेगा एट दैट मोमेंट, बट दैट हैपेंस व्हेन when there is a sufficient amount of carbon dioxide. When there is no sufficient amount of carbon dioxide, this Rubisco, which is actually a carboxylase enzyme, it acts as a oxygenase. Okay, तो उसका फंक्शन बदल जाता है. जहाँ पे उसको कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को फिक्स करना चाहिए वहां पे वो छोड़ के it start taking up oxygen and start getting oxidized, and it start this oxygenase वाला activity, and because of this the entire system changes its behavior as I mentioned. So during this particular process, a particular give and take mechanism, so reaction takes place, and this reaction, तो अभी तक हमने क्या देखा था? A complete carbon dioxide was taking place in one particular organ, sorry, a complete light reaction and dark reaction, they were taking place in a one particular cell organelle, that is chloroplast. But this particular photorespiration actually involves 3 different cell organelles जो एक दूसरे को a particular compound pass on करते हैं to complete the reaction. And these 3 important cell organelles are chloroplast, obviously because that is one of the important site of photosynthesis, and then उसके बाद peroxisomes and mitochondria. Okay, so these 3 cell organelles will get involved and they will perform some kind of reactions that will be leading to loss of a part of carbon dioxide from the system, and that's why we are calling it as a wasteful process. अभी ये कैसे होता है loss, कितना होता है loss, that I will tell you in the next slide. Okay, but one thing I would like you all to note it down, that this particular photorespiration is actually a problem. Okay, it's not a good thing, because हम लोग को efficiency कम हो रहा है. हम लोग को क्या करना है? हम लोग को पूरा का पूरा कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को फिक्स करना है, तो उसका एनवायरमेंट में जो लेवल है वो नॉर्मल रहे. बट अगर हम लोग उसको पूरा का पूरा फिक्स नहीं कर पा रहे, इट इज नॉट दैट एफिशिएंट प्रोसेस, so obviously its concentration will not be like its concentration will be high in environment, and that is not really preferable. So that's why this particular balance is important. Okay, so that's why this photorespiration is not really a good reaction, but is something unfavorable, and that is happening under some abnormal conditions like high temperature, intense light, high oxygen, low carbon dioxide like condition. And this is also known as C2 cycle. Okay, so photorespiration is also called as C2 cycle, obviously because the first stable compound forming is a 2 carbon compound, and it is also reported as a PCO cycle. What is PCO cycle? PCO का मतलब है photosynthetic carbon oxidation cycle. PCO cycle, photosynthetic carbon oxidation cycle. तो जहाँ पे हम लोग कार्बन को पहले कार्बोक्सिलेशन का प्रोसेस देख रहे थे, वहां पे अभी हो रहा है ऑक्सीडेशन प्रोसेस, बिकॉज रुबिस्को ने अपना एक्टिविटी चेंज कर लिया है. क्यों? बिकॉज कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन कम है, ऑक्सीजन का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ज्यादा है. दैट्स व्हाई दिस पर्टिकुलर चेंजेस हैव हैपेंड. ओके, सो ये कैसे होता है, दैट इज द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, राइट? So this is a typical pathway. The slide थोड़ा सा तुम लोग का सा भरा हुआ लगेगा, but that is just don't pay attention to the words. Just look at the diagram. Okay. So this is a typical photorespiration pathway. As I mentioned, it includes 3 different organelles. So you can see यहाँ पे chloroplast है, उसके बाद peroxisomes है, and last में mitochondria. The reaction definitely begins in a Kelvin cycle. तो क्या होता है Kelvin cycle में से हम लोगों ने देखा था कि there is an enzyme called as rubisco, okay, which is actually involved in converting the RUBP with, which is actually involved in not converting but combining the RUBP with the carbon dioxide to form the unstable compound. So this RUBP, as I mentioned, now यहाँ पे क्या condition होगा? There is a low concentration of carbon dioxide and high concentration of oxygen. Definitely the rubisco has to change its activity. अब ये कार्बोक्सिलेशन नहीं करेगा but वो ऑक्सीजनेशन करेगा. Because of which what will happen? The RUBP जो अपना compound था वो now CO2 को ना लेते हुए it will start taking up the oxygen. मतलब वो combine कितना होगा? It will combine with now oxygen and it will form 2 different compounds named as 3 carbon compound phosphoglyceric acid and another one is a 2 carbon compound phosphoglycolate. Okay, so this phosphoglycolate is nothing but the 2 carbon compound. So we all know RUBP is a 5 carbon, right? So 5 carbon को cut down किया है into 2 molecules of 3 carbon PGA and 2 carbon phosphoglycolate. Okay, now this PGA it is again taken up by the cycle and it get processed, but this phosphoglycolate is something जो आगे बढ़ता रहेगा. So what happens? This phosphoglycolate is then converted to glycolate, the next molecule, by removing the phosphate group. And once this glycolate, which is also a 2 carbon compound, is formed, it is then passed on to the next organelle, that is a peroxisome. Okay. In this particular peroxisome, there is a particular enzyme known as glycolate oxidase. अभी ये जो enzyme है glycolate oxidase, उसका भी job क्या है? It also promotes the reaction of glycolate with oxygen. So again यहाँ पे भी glycolate react करेगा oxygen के साथ and it will form the another compound called as glyoxylate, which is also a 2 carbon compound with the release of H2O2. H2O2 is what? H2O2 is a hydrogen peroxide. Okay. Now hydrogen peroxide really not preferred in the reaction. So there will be again some kind of convergence reactions performed so that the system will be in the stable form. H2O2 हम preferred नहीं करते because it leads to formation of something called as reactive oxygen species known as ROS. Okay, and the system will never get stabilized if there is a ROS in a system. ROS क्या करता है? वो actually cells को organelles को damage करता है. So that is not really preferred. So that's why हम लोग को H2O2 system में नहीं चाहिए. So again we have to consider the system. तो आगे ये जो glycolate form हुआ है, that will be then converted into some other product known as glycine. What is glycine? Glycine is an amino acid, and this entire conversion happens by the reaction called as transamination. What is transamination? The reaction where the amino group is transferred from one carbon atom to the another carbon atom, okay, of a same molecule, and that is called as transamination. Once this transamination reaction is completed and the glycine is formed, which is also a 2 carbon compound, the glycine is then passed on to the next organelle, that is mitochondria. Okay, so in this mitochondria, the 2 molecules of glycine are taken up and they will form a single molecule of serine. What is serine? Serine is another amino acid. What is the difference between glycine and serine? Glycine is a hydrophobic amino acid, whereas serine is a hydrophilic amino acid, or you can say non-polar amino acid and polar amino acid to be more precise. Okay, so serine के पास कौन सा group होता है? It actually has a hydroxyl group. Okay, once this serine is formed, and during this particular reaction, there are 2 things which are coming out. एक तो है ammonia NH4, and the second one is carbon dioxide. Because we are using 2 carbon compounds, like 2 carbon ka glycine molecules here, this reaction taking place, right? तो उसमें से एक निकल जाता है, that is carbon dioxide is removed एंड जो 4 कार्बन से तो 3 एक निकल गया, बचा हुआ 3 कार्बन इज फॉर्मिंग अ serine. So this one carbon dioxide which is actually getting released from the mitochondria is something what we are talking about as a loss of carbon. Okay, so this CO2 molecule, I hope you all can see the cursor. So यहाँ पे जब CO2 निकल जा रहा है out of the two, like when the two glycine molecules are combining, it will form the 4 carbon compound. From this 4 carbon compound, 1 carbon is released out as a carbon dioxide, and the product is given out with release of ammonia as a serine, which is another amino acid. तो ये जो यहाँ पे 1 कार्बन निकल गया है, दैट इज एक्चुअली रिजल्ट ऑफ फोटो रेस्पिरेशन, जहाँ पे हम लोग पार्ट ऑफ, सो यहाँ पे कितने कार्बन थे, 4 कार्बन थे, 4 में से एक लॉस हुआ, मतलब इफ आई वांट टू टॉक इन टर्म्स ऑफ परसेंटेज, हाउ कैन आई calculate it? It is 25%, like 1 out of 4 is getting lost during this particular process. That's why we say that the reaction loses 25% of the photosynthetically fixed carbon. मतलब जो कि हम लोग यूज कर सकते थे बट अभी नहीं कर पा रहे. Why? Because the reaction conditions are not favorable. यहाँ पे जहाँ पे कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड होना चाहिए वहाँ पे अभी ऑक्सीजन आ गया है हर जगह पे. So that's why the enzyme ribulose carboxylase Ribisco is not working in a normal way. It is have taken up some other function, that is oxygenation function, and that's why all these things are happening. Now this serine, तो ओके वो तो चला गया, बट जो serine फॉर्म हुआ है माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया का, उसको भी तो आगे प्रोसेस करना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो क्या होगा, ये जो serine है वो माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया में एक्यूमुलेट हो जाएगा तो वो आगे प्रोसेस नहीं हो पाएगा, तो it will definitely lead to some kind of problem, because anything in a large concentration becomes poisonous. That's what we know, right? Definitely serine को भी आगे प्रोसेस करना पड़ेगा. So what happens, this serine, which is a 3 carbon amino acid, will be again then transported back to the peroxisome, and जब से वो peroxisome में आते हैं, it is then converted by the another reaction enzyme to the glycerate molecule. Okay, once the glycerate is formed from the serine, it is then transported back to the again the destination organelle, I would say, that is a chloroplast. तो जैसे ही वो क्लोरोप्लास्ट में एंटर करेगा, there will be a further reaction जहाँ पे serine will be again converted back to a molecule of 3-phosphoglyceric acid, and we all know 3-phosphoglyceric acid is what? It is the first stable compound of Kelvin cycle, and then once this PGA is formed, it will start processing the PGA and it will enter into the Kelvin cycle, जहाँ पे normal reaction होता जाएगा. Is it clear? कहाँ से हमने स्टार्ट किया था? सबसे पहले RUDP कार्बोक्सिलेज का एक्टिविटी चेंज हो रहा है. So we all know it was carboxylase, but now it will start functioning as a oxygenase. Why? Because there will be very intense light, there will be high temperature, there will be low concentration of carbon dioxide and high concentration of oxygen. तो जैसे ही वो हुआ, the RUDP will start combining with oxygen and it will form 2 compounds, that is one is a PGA which will again enter into C3 cycle, and the second is a 2 carbon compound phosphoglycolate which will undergo a series of reactions forming glycolate, glycosylate, glycine, serine, glycerate, and finally again back to PGA which will be entering into the C3 cycle. And this particular reaction is actually taking place into 3 different organelles, starting from chloroplast, followed by peroxisome, and at last in a mitochondria. And this is something जहाँ पे PGA is actually getting generated, and that's why it is considered as a cyclic reaction. Okay, and यहाँ पे out of the 4 carbon, 1 carbon is actually lost as a carbon dioxide from mitochondria during the conversion of the glycine to serine. And this one particular carbon dioxide जो loss हो रहा है, that's why we call it the reaction as a wasteful process. So they might ask you why photorespiration is considered as a wasteful process. क्यों उसको ऐसा बोलते हैं? Because 25% of the carbon dioxide is actually getting lost during the reaction. Okay, is it clear? Yes, no? Any questions? तुमको समझ रहा है या नहीं रहा है? I am actually not getting your